Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Drake Maye, big Week 5 win, prime time on the road in your division. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Drake Maye, the Patriots, big primetime divisional win on the road. A little anticipation stop here on 3rd and longish. Beautiful job here. Timing, anticipation, ball's right on him. Having answers, press man, little 3-hitch, ball out, perfect timing. So these little stop routes are supposed to showcase a go route up top, and then the timing and the precision of that kind of anticipation right there, taps it. You can see at the top of the screen, we are not anywhere close to coming out of this break. So this thing looks like a go ball. The technique here is usually 9-ish yards, so sell this thing like a go ball, hit your depth, and then come right back down your stem. And the quarterback knows this, and you can play with anticipation so that when you let this thing go on prime time versus the big bad bully in the division and you go out there and just rip it right on him, we're dealing. Drake Maye, have yourself a day. Let's go. On the body on the break, reach for the first, got it. Next one here, another 3rd down, this time 3rd and shortish. We're going to raise up and throw to the number 1 up top. What I might call a little spot route. I actually think this throw is better than what it looks like, and it's certainly a drop. But again, you can't catch it for him is the first part of it. The second part of it is Drake Maye just having answers on 3rd down here early. So again, so much of this is being on the same page, understanding what you're seeing from the defense. You can see the command at the line of scrimmage as far as the pass pro or blocked up. The ball comes out on time, rips it right on the chest. And again, you know, we're not in the wide receiver room, so don't know exactly how this route is supposed to be run, but I like where this ball is thrown as far as away from the near defender. So at the snap here, when we go out here and run this quote-unquote spot route, so usually come up here and you find this soft spot in the zone. Now, there can be specific landmarks as far as where you settle up. It's usually paired with a corner, so just an iteration of smash. But as you run this spot route and there's some sort of curl hook defender here, you don't want to keep running towards him. You want to find that soft spot in the zone, and usually the quarterback can throw you away from the near defender as well. So all those things happening, 3rd down, up top, see that route and just settle. See how he kind of throws him to be in between those 2 defenders? The receiver keeps drifting. It still hits him on the back shoulder, on the body, both hands. We just drop it. But it's a very nice job from Drake Maye here, being able to see the zone, throw it away from the near defender, everything except the final execution of hooking up the reception. But this is 3rd down offense in the league. You got to have man zone answers. They're presenting closed man. They run out to middle field open zone. Ball's out. Can't catch it for them. Next one here, we're going to move the launch point, boot out here to the bottom. We're going to run like a little stutter comeback from the number 1. It's a hell of a route. Again, we're on the run, on the sideline. Love the idea of moving the launch point here, not allow the Bills front to tee off on us. Get the protection, the edge that we want. Lean into Drake Maye's capacity to create on the run here. On him, big old chunk on first and forever to get halfback here. Again, really lock in on the route at the bottom. I really love the idea here of it not being like, you know, if you were to look at this maybe on a drawing, on an install, it would look something like this. But maybe they call it a stutter, but he comes up here, gives him a little something into the out, and then comes out and gets him again. So it almost ends up being like a double move comeback. It's just a really nice little wrinkle, little detail like, that little nod. And then that's a great job. If you watch the top of this route, as he comes out of it here, watch the angle that he comes out. Super quarterback friendly, back down, get halfback. Next one here, big play action hit. We're going to hit 85. The tight end down here is the new number 1, and we'll call it a little crosser. Big play action, block it up, 8-person pass pro. You got a post, and you've got that deep cross. They end up running out to middle field open. probably Tampa here too. They do a great job here with the play action fake holding the linebacker types. So 59 right here, 58, who the hell knows, can't see the number. Coming downhill here, not getting the depth that he needs. In the curl, all sorts of lost out there. We go right over his head. It's a nice catch as well. So the play action element, starting in bunch, getting to 2x2 condensed. We're going to go post up top by the number 1, and that's really to take the top off. You know, unless you catch quarters, this is essentially a dead route. Quarters are 0, and we're really trying to get this crosser most of the time. Now, the thing that takes away this crosser can be a handful of things, but most often it's the depth of the second level. So when we come downhill with this play fake, we want a big play fake to pull these guys up to create that window for that deep crosser here with the play action. So it's just a really nice job of all those things coming together, and it's great pass protection. We've got all day to throw this thing. You know, we're hitching, let it develop. And again, you can see what that pseudo post clear does up top. Because we have so much time, it stretches that defense, stretches that zone, stretch. Now we can go make a big chunk play down the field. Excellent job. Again, I just love the combination of offensive architecture, structure, design, personnel, tethered to the big play action fake. And then you got to appreciate the pass pro to be able to give us enough time to, you know, quad hitch this thing, hitch, and then the touch over the top. Beautiful. Next one here, 2nd and goal from the 8. It's going to end up being a scramble to the top of the screen. We're going to have a chance for a touchdown here. This probably is going to be a touchdown here. Unfortunately, the defensive lineman gets a big paw up there and knocks this thing down, because this is, again, another example of Drake Maye, the capacity to extend, create. It's not just shots from the pocket. It's not there. He makes a good decision, get out, accelerate away, create some space, everything except kind of getting it through that final big paw. So again, whatever we are playing down here to the bottom, he doesn't like it. We'll switch spot. No, I don't like it either. Get out of there. Run into that front pylon here on essentially the scramble drill. So as we're coming downhill here, he's going to his left, doing a decent job of carving this thing. We just got to navigate this player right here. And he makes a nice play of being able to get his paw up there. You know, there's really not much you can do. Maybe you can flip your hips. Maybe you can stop. Maybe you can get a little bit more depth to get around that player. But that's just a really nice play by the defender. And it's a bummer because it would be a touchdown. And again, it's just one of those things, a really nice night all the way around. You know, little things like this could have made it even better, more spectacular, but still, this is pretty sweet. I love the peek back as well. Everything except kind of navigating that hand. Next one here, 3rd and 13, or 3rd and goal from the 13, I should say. Drake Maye, again, is going to kind of extend here a little bit and just give our guy a chance. We're going to get a massive penalty here. I mean, you simply can't do this defensively here on 3rd and goal from the 13. You got to have the ability to turn around and try to play this ball. But from a quarterback perspective, this is a great job of giving your guy a chance. It's essentially your guy or nobody. Oftentimes you'll hear it referred to as the high back 5 throw. But there's no good plays from the 13-yard line for a 3rd and goal. And so whatever this is supposed to be, looks like a deep hook over the ball. You know, you tell me whatever the hell route this is up top. I have no idea what that route is. But as he gets out and creates, what he sees here is this corner essentially not looking at him. So if he's trying to hunt up and find the eligible in the back, and we're working, quote unquote, the back 5 of the end zone, right? The second half of the end zone. You throw this thing high where only your guy can get it and the defender is not looking. He's got his back turned. You got to love your chances here. And then that's as good as you're going to get on 3rd and goal from the 13. He panics, the defender panics, pushes us out of bounds, and it's an easy flag. But again, this is created not because of the play call. This is Drake Maye creating this opportunity for now a 1st and goal from the 1. So beautiful job, high football IQ play. Next one here, very impressive comeback throw up top. This is a 20-yard comeback, y'all. Gun, 5-step, big old hitch. Might not be my favorite footwork, but I love the throw. I love the outcome, the arm talent, all those things on high display here. So really the only thing I would, you know, critique is just the very tight hitch at the very top of it, but who cares? This is beautiful. So again, the ball's on the 42, the receiver up top, going to run all the way to the other side of the 40. That's 20 yards. Okay, the footwork that I'm talking about here that I don't love is just the heel clickiness. So great base there, keep that base, as opposed to heel click, throw. Now again, a heel click's not disqualifying, it's just hard to be consistent. Harder to be consistent. So he lets that thing rip. When does he let it go? Right there. Again, that's anticipation to me. That's capital A anticipation deep down the field. You can see they come back up top. Ball's thrown right up on him like a laser. That's outstanding. It's just big time ball man. The ability to just drop back and throw 20-yard comebacks and make it look easy with great pass pro, pretty damn impressive. Another impressive throw deep down the field. Again, out of structure here as we bleed to the right. He feels this thing move. Looks like he waves him deep. Throws this thing deep down the sidelines for another just massive, huge chunk, explosive play. Diggs, obviously have yourself a night as well. But this is a great job, again, of Drake Maye kind of getting out of the pocket. He feels that color flash. Go, the communication. You can see him point right there. Take it deep. And the arm strength and the arm talent to make that throw happen and make it look easy. Pretty damn special. So this is just a deep out or like bench route down here to the bottom. It's not there on time. Again, could you say maybe trust the pass pro a little bit more? Maybe, but I see some white edges in there. I'm going too. And then the ability here to see the space. So the thing I love about it is as he points here, so he's telling him to take this thing deep. He sees the space, first of all. He can feel the second level getting depth here. He can feel the corner coming down. He tells him, take it. He does take it. They're on the same page. And he makes the throw look easy. So it's all of those things together make this thing pretty damn sweet. Again, the capacity to not only have the arm talent to play on time within the pocket, but then to extend, create these explosives out of really things that aren't there. Beautiful. The communication, the vision, that's sweet. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing it. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. You can check out all the courses over at the website, theqbschool.com. Hop over there and enroll. Finally, please make sure to follow me across all the different social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, another great play from Drake Maye. They get you with what I think the defensive gurus call the coffee house blitz. Never seen it work quite this well. Drake Maye doesn't care. He just runs away from it, extends, finds his guy Diggs on the sideline again, right in front of the Buffalo sideline. Gotta love it. So watch the linebacker right over the center. The center has him most likely. He looks at him, right? Eyeball to eyeball right there. You can see the center see him drop. So as he's standing up here, he takes a few steps this way. The center sees that, and then the center goes to help over here. He puts his foot in the ground after a few steps, comes to the middle. There's nobody there. It's like the parting of the Red Seas. Drake Maye sees it, and he's out of there. So they got you. Good for them. Okay, but still, even when you get Drake Maye, you still got to get him down. He's able to extend, create, and almost becomes more dangerous outside the pocket sometimes. So again, it can be great scheme. They got you. Again, if it was blocked up, you can see the number 1 up top coming across on probably this little basic or crosser for going to be a nice hit. But this is a great job. Drake Maye just overcoming. They get paid a lot too. Play defense, call defense. They scheme you up. They know what you like to do. Divisional rival, all those types of things. Even when you get a free runner, not only do you have to tackle him, you have to get close to him. That's going to be a completion and two-hand touch. Next one here, another third down, third and shortish. We're going to hit the number 1 down here to the bottom, Diggs, on just a little short in or fin route. Too much space. Nice job being able to just raise up, put it on him. Again, doing work on their sideline. Gotta love it. Now, there's a few things here going on football-wise that we're going to pay attention to when we get to the wide. The one thing I will say, I just hate when backs cut like this. It just makes me real nervous that guys are going to fly into the quarterback's feet. I say it all the time. I've seen it happen. I've seen it do bad things to people's knees. I don't understand why backs are allowed to do this in systems, but it works right here. Fine. Not fine, but it works. What I want you to do is pay attention to Diggs down here, the number 1 at the bottom. You can see here post-move or pre-movement. Okay, so we're in a 2-by-2 formation. We're going to get to a 3-by-1. Watch the corner. Everyone is pressed, middle field closed man. After the movement, watch the corner, just get a little depth. He's a little scared, just a little scared. Everybody's no fear right here, right? Watch him get depth. See how nobody else is getting depth, just the corner at the bottom? We do a great job picking the soft access, put it right on our guy. He makes him pay. That's as easy as it gets on 3rd and shortish. Next one here, we're going to end up working the tight end, the number 2 down here to the bottom. I'm going to call this a post clear. I'm glad it works out. You know, I think you're living on the edge a little bit here when you throw the ball late down the middle. Again, the pass pro, pretty outstanding. The vision from Maye, it looks like he wants to go to the right. No. A little bit of movement. He just sees that thing flash, and he's got the arm talent to really rip that thing and get it up and down. I think many guys would maybe see this and not throw this just because of how difficult of a throw this is. I wouldn't be shocked if this is supposed to be the comeback play that we hit earlier and burst, press with a half field safety over the top here. This thing converts to a fade or a go. Again, the route that I'm calling it post clear here is through here. And it looks like, to me, I would classify this as traditional dagger down here to the bottom. And so usually traditional dagger, you know, the ball's designed to go here. Again, the spacing is kind of funky because the timing is kind of funky as we take this drop and we kind of buy enough time. These guys are kind of closer than probably what the offense would prefer. Again, Drake Maye is making a lot of people right tonight. So again, the run out up top, no, don't have it. Down here to the bottom, you can see the dagger. You know, again, probably why you don't have tight ends running the clears very often also, you know, like a slow clear. And you can see the spacing there is kind of funky for me. But, I mean, Drake Maye can make them right down the field. And when it works, it's a thing of beauty. Ripping it, again, another explosive. This time it's kind of in structure, though. It's not necessarily like we're bailing out of there, running to the right. He's saying no to the right, back across, little movement. Again, I think the throw is even more impressive when you consider he's moving to his left. Throwing late down the middle of the field. Boom. Big catch, big hookup. This next one is a wild play for me. It really is. The first part, let's just talk about just Drake Maye. The ability to, quote unquote, straight arm someone, be falling down, flip it to a little quick out for a first down completion. Pretty damn impressive. It really is. I don't know how you just don't appreciate this play from a strictly a quarterback perspective to say, whatever this play is supposed to be, and we'll talk about it, he's straight arming the 3 technique or the 4-eye. So full on left arm, straight arm. To then have the arm strength to be going down and make that throw with a Bosa in your lap as well. I mean, that is impressive, man. That's wild as hell. It really is. Now, what this play is supposed to be, I honestly can't tell you. I think it's probably supposed to be bash GT with an RPO element to it. So to me, bash GT would be, here's the bash, so back away, and then the offensive line is blocking GT. So we're kicking, and then technically we're probably supposed to be wrapping. I think the part that is confusing here is we come across on this pull kick. Normally your path would be inside here. It almost looks like they're doing like GT pass pro with where the tackle comes here. I can't imagine that's the case. Everybody down here looks like they're run blocking. For a second, I thought maybe it was a GT screen back to the back. I just don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you I know. Because normally on Bash GT, you wouldn't run quick out corner like this. So, right, this would be technically a run, pass option, right? You got the bash, the QGT, and then you've got the quote-unquote pitch player, the quick out in the corner. Because you'd have guys downfield with that pulling guard, the backside gap, the gap down stuff. It's just it's a muddy, whatever the play is, it's amazing that Drake Maye makes it work. Because you wouldn't, I don't know if I've ever seen GT pass pro in the league, and you certainly wouldn't do it versus an even front. So we'll talk about it from the end zone. But you can see down here to the bottom, the slot is blocking run. It's amazing that Drake Maye makes this work. I mean, it really is. It would be fascinating to really know what this play call is. So I'm sure that somebody in the Patriots beat can make it happen. But again, if we're just talking about what the run is here, you know, even if it was, so let's pretend that we know for sure, okay, that it's bash GT. So bash to the left and then Q GT to the right. So how you would block this? You would, if they're gonna, well, technically he's running a corner. So again, not often would you run a corner, then you get the number one on a quick out. So you would be gap down here, you would be gap down here, you would be gap down here. Well, this center has got to go all the way to the 4-eye. That's why you don't see a lot of GT in the league. These guys are so damn fast, they'll just blow this play up. So he's got to go all the way back. And then you're going to, quote unquote, kick here and then wrap here. And the quarterback would be reading the C-gap player. All that, and then have a pass to the front side. Now, let's just pretend that that's wrong, okay? And this is GT Pass Pro. So straight up GT Pass Pro, where you're pulling this guy, and then you're pulling this guy for the wider guy. You're asking the center to come back and block here. You're asking, I don't know, the back to block here. I don't know how you would do it. I've only ever seen really, I think of like Lincoln Riley versus, you know, drop 8 odd fronts where he would potentially do like a GT play action. You do not see it in the league. So it's a wild that Drake Maye makes this work. I mean, it is wild. Good for him. That's a hell of a play. Last one here, beautiful hole shot up top. We're going to catch cloud defender, cloud corner, half field safety. Drake Maye sees it, rips it. I think of those hole shots as like 18 to 22 yard honey hole shots. It's a beautiful job of seeing the cloud defender to the wide side of the field. Again, showcasing the arm talent. This thing comes out with a great base, great rhythm. He takes a shot here as well. This is a big time throw. So again, up top, you're going to see the corner communicate. Again, we're not, you know, scouting the Bills, but if you touch your elbow, that means cloud. So corner cloud, he's going to be over the top. Usually the landmarks for this, so the ball's on the 48. You would think 40-yard line is 18 yards, the other 40. So you go outside release, must outside release, and then there's that honey hole shot. Right? Looks like it's paired with a flat and like a deep hook or stick here, branch. So we're just reading that corner up top. So is that corner, let that clear go? There it is. As soon as he looks at you, you got it. Boom. Then you got to have the fastball to make that thing work. And again, where does he catch it? We're on the 41 or the 42. We catch it on the other 41, 42. I mean, that's perfect. That's a big time throw. And he's making it look easy. He made a number of big time throws. And again, they weren't all extend creative plays. This is in pocket, in structure, ripping that thing. Hell yeah. So that is a wrap. Drake Maye, the Patriots, massive win on the road, prime time. Really kind of felt like that was his league coming out party because of how impressive that was, really from start to finish from Drake Maye. He did a number of things at a very high level. The things that jumped off the film for me were just the arm talent. In structure, out of structure, outside the numbers, with anticipation, layered throws, making good decisions, extending, creating, really all of the above. It was pretty damn impressive. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.